The running stitch is the most basic of stitches, and it can be used both in embroidery and also as an actual just sewing stitch if you're sewing a quick project. So you'll see here in my fabric, I have made 3 dots. We're going to call it point 1, point 2, and point 3. I'm going to begin my running stitch by coming up through point 1. Then I'm going to go back down at point 2. That is my first running stitch that has now been completed. To make my next one then, I'm going to come back up at point C, right there, and continue along like that. Notice the general width of blank space between my stitches. I generally like to keep this very even and make my my actual stitches the same length as the width in between them. But that could be varied if you're doing this as embroidery, depending on how you want your stitch work to actually look. You could vary the ratio of stitch length to blank space length. But one thing you do want to do is make sure your stitches all end up approximately the same length, and that the blank spaces all end up in equal length also. So there I've gone ahead and completed a few more stitches so you could see what the finished product looks like. Now I've done this along a straight line, but running stitches can be done along curves as well. And that is the running stitch.